playing Mass Effect again. And going through all 3
All
games has
right.
been interesting. Oh, never mind. He's ready.
Yep, I'm ready. Welcome to Session 4 of Exalted, 2nd edition. The first game in our mini arc series. Let's see here. Okay. Which seems to be going just fine. Tonight is the mid-act info and training montage. But first, what happened last week? Or last time?
Last time we were following reports and smoke and signs, following that giant army, trying to beat them to the giant city that they were trying to steal some relics from. We were hoping to get there first, get the relics first, and get out. We got there, we found out we were significantly too late. They already had they were waiting for the main army, but they already had a pretty significant number of troops there and some bunch of camp followers. And apparently their leader was already there looking for something. So we kind of snuck in, did some investigating, talked to some various people, gathered information, broke into some temple that had a miniature model of the city and with an illusory map, and we managed to figure out that they were trying to break into a secret vault underneath the city. And we did really well with that, so we managed to find a way to bypass the various traps, and we were really hoping that we would be able to get down to this vault before them and get whatever they were after before they had a chance to access it, make off with it, before we had to fight an army to get it. And so we did that, went down to the sewers, got in, and found out that not only were we too late, they had already gotten there, were already working on it, but the thing that they were looking for was a War Strider, a giant 40-foot-tall army-killing robot that they apparently... This was a solar exalted weapon of war that they had corrupted with abyssal rituals so that it worked for them. And then it broke out from underneath the city, started stomping around, randomly vaporizing people. I guess the guy inside was just having fun with it. And Kano tried to hurt it really hard. He tried really hard. He rolled 31.
Against my advice.
It did not succeed.
Against my advice. I was like, what are you doing?
Look, man. I built an action hero. I'm going to do action hero things or die trying. This guy's got an expiration date. I'm going to use him for everything he's worth.
Got it.
But anyway. So yes. I made a really good attempt. I rolled 31 dice. It did not scratch the paint, and then he kicked me through a wall and left. So...
That's about right.
We were left in the ruins of the city, trying to figure out what on earth we were going to do next as this thing just walked away at full army speed, periodically trampling on its army of followers while others were celebrating that they had won. I don't know. I really feel like they picked a bad boss, but maybe their chance to survive will go up when you're working for him as compared to the alternative. Who can say? So yeah, I think that's about everything. Yeah, we were just in the city trying to figure out what to do next.
It was heading kind of northward. I went back and got my followers and our wagon and stuff. And I think we were at this point just kind of like going to do some research here to see if we can't find some information on this thing.
Some way to hurt it. That might be nice.
Yeah, and we probably have to build an army to fight this guy and his army. But we'll deal with that later. Apparently.
Oh, and I was interested in exploring the temple just to see if there's some backstory about what the heck went on and how this massive war machine of death came to be in the middle of a ruined city in a jungle. And somehow nobody knows it exists.
I mean, it's a hidden... it was hidden underneath this ruins that everyone thought was haunted. So.
Oh yeah, because Tomb Raiders definitely don't go near the city at all. That's not.
You gotta wonder what happened to the first batch of Tomb Raiders, because apparently everyone thinks the city is cursed and everyone dies there.
Yeah, there were probably traps that this guy just threw his men at and just piled the dead bodies in front of. That's my guess. Like, this guy just didn't care about his. You bring enough guys, traps don't matter. But a small group of Tomb Raiders, traps do matter.
One way to find out.
Quantity is a quality all its own, as they say.
It is. You're right. And we already seen how he does not care about sacrificing his own men.
Hold on, I need to
It's
step
not even
away for one
sacrificing.
moment.
He's just killing them for fun.
No, I mean, like, to get that thing, I'm sure he threw his men at those traps until the traps broke. Traps only go off so many times with the dead bodies piling up.
I was assuming all the traps were long since gone, and everybody just stayed away because of like some aura or bad voodoo or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, but at least at some point the traps were active enough to create that that story, if that makes sense,
I highly doubt it, because if this is powerful as it is, this guy must have heard about it from somewhere, and no matter how much you keep a secret, somebody's going to figure it out, right? So.
Well, I mean, we heard about it too. It's not like it wasn't unknown. It was more of like, was it worth it? And they thought it was, and brought an army to be worth it, apparently. So
Check it out. See what we find.
Yeah. Now, whether he knew that suit thing was there or not, who knows? But I mean, he knew there was an artifact just like we did. So.
All right, I'm back.
So we'll do some research in here to find out more about the history of this thing and things like that if we can.
Yeah. Part of that is going to be in the montage explaining what's going on. So there's going to be a time skip. During this time skip... Go ahead.
I was going to say I should play Running in the 90s during the training montage, but it was completely unimportant. So.
Yeah. Oh. Tune up whatever Eurobeat you prefer for the montage. Yeah.
That's it. So, how much time leap are we?
We will get there.
Got it. Okay.
During this time skip, you all are doing some research, trying to figure out what is going on, getting leads to other places that may have some information from the First Age, where this was created, its previous home, things like that. So there is a lot of travel. And during these travels, you are also hearing reports of towns, fortresses that are just utterly destroyed by this thing. Everything that it approaches does not survive. It does not seem to have, at least up during your research when you're trying to figure this thing out to find weaknesses, it does not seem to have a dedicated plan. More like the sense you get is it's being tested, starting with some places with weaker defenses to see how adequate it is, and then places with stronger defenses, and then it goes against Imperial army fortifications, things like that. So on the one hand, it is going against the Empire, which isn't necessarily a bad thing from your perspective, but it is also going against a lot of innocent people,
Villagers.
bystander villages, things like that. It is not strictly attacking Dragon-Blooded or the Scarlet Empire or anything like that.
It's just whoever's conveniently around.
Yes.
I mean, it's abyssal. It's just trying to wipe out as much as it can.
Okay.
So that is part of research. During this research, as you're traveling around, you are finding some general facts about Warstriders, how they bond with their wielder, per se. They are an artifact, so they are attuned to... a wielder attunes to them, just like with typical artifacts. They have to commit essence to use them. However, it has a a large pool of refreshing essence that it uses for maneuvers and things like that. Most war striders do. So, in general, they don't typically run out of essence. Now, if they do a very powerful attack, they might have to recharge for a bit and rely on weaker attacks in the meantime, or weaker maneuvers. That is one thing. Other information that you are finding is some first-hand reports, and part of this also involves traveling to find where it is, which isn't always easy to do. Most rumors you find after the fact, but you do catch occasional sites, or you find survivors of instances that catch first-hand advice, and you find that there are certain weaknesses that it seems to have. Despite everything, it moves really quick, but a few of the joints are still slow or stuck. The left knee seems to be a point of weakness. There is a mechanism up by the essence cannon to where it can also be manipulated and affected. Nobody's really sure exactly how, but since it is a attachment to it, in theory, there should be a way to detach it, or at least sever the connection. The weapon that it has is also something that could potentially be disarmed. Finally, the halo seems to be a source or focus of its essence. So if something could interrupt that as well, that could also affect its capabilities. You guys saw when you were interacting with it, there are places to hop onto it, to grab hold, to basically ride it and still attack it or interact with it. Now, it's mobile. It could always reach up and grab and toss, throw away or toss you guys aside. But that is a possibility. Ultimately, the War Strider is going to mechanically be a puzzle to defeat. The Abyssal inside, once you manage to separate him, that will ultimately be a target to fight. So when you are thinking about charms and stuff like that, think about utility as well. Other things that I'm going to say now, will have to do is approach a final library that is going to be on the Blessed Isle. I think that's what it's called. In the heart of the Empire.
Okay.
So that is
fun.
going to be one of the places to where some of the techniques involved with severing essence connections has been locked away. The Scarlet Empress, in a means to kind of prevent these things from being manufactured and used when found, kind of gathered as much of the research and notes that she could and locked them away. So while you have some general ideas of what to do, the exact mechanics of which are still beyond you.
We'd have to find a way into this library to get the information.
Yes. So one of the sessions is going to be that, infiltrating a library on the Imperial Island.
Oh, yeah. Heart's a place that people want us dead and hate us.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is another thing to think of when it is time for advancement. Now, as far as actual training time, you guys are going to have 30 months on the basis that 1 month is 4 weeks, 1 week is 7 days, so anything that has to be split up that way can be kept track of. And essence experience that you have to work with is 240.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wow, that's better than I was expecting. Okay, that's impressive. That's sad. That actually gets me about halfway to where I wanted to be for my max.
I was
That's
kind of
sad.
working on some numbers, and that should be enough to get a couple attributes up, at least a point or two. Several abilities and or new abilities. Possibly a single essence raise. Your cap in essence is 5 at the moment.
Yep.
None of you are old enough to go.
240 XP?
Yes.
240 XP.
Yep.
There's an experience cost thing on the table in one of the handouts.
Yeah. That's
And
yeah.
the time
Oh, man.
is time is mostly accurate. A new ability, whether it's in cast or not, is 3 weeks to get the first dot, and it costs 3 points. After that, if it is a favored or cast ability, it's an immediate training, but it takes rating times 2. That's the current rating times 2 minus 1. If it's out of cast, it takes the current rating in weeks at a cost of rating times 2 experience points.
Yeah. So those attributes are probably going to take the longest, as well as an essence boost. But in like how long? But that would take a chunk. But depending on how many charms you get, those could easily start to stack up as well.
So this session is mostly going to be light. Discuss charms that you wish to work if you want to synergize with each other, suggestions that other people might get.
So
Run things by me.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, would there be this chance to like gather an army to fight his army, sort of thing? Like, or is the war stuff not going to be applicable?
Yes, there will be. I haven't gone through mass combat rules yet, but there are rules for mass combat, so there probably will be an opportunity for sending units of troops against units of troops.
Yeah, I'm mostly saying that because I know that Gunther has war already as one of his, and I don't know if he would, want any of the war charms, but if they're applicable, then he at least should look at them. Oh, and of course he says, "Be right back," when I'm talking about him. See, he just disappears every time I want to talk to him. But that's fine. You know what? It's fine.
All right. Okay, so the way I'm thinking about this is, breaking into a library, that kind of in the heart of the terrestrial, the Dragon Empire, that is going to be a little bit tricky.
Yeah, I don't have anything in stealth. I mean, I have a good dex, but
yeah, I'm thinking probably the way we're going to approach that is handle it in 2 parts. One part of it is going to be like information gathering type thing, like talking to people, and that's the part I'm going to need you to do. And then probably what we're going to do is figure out where the documents we're going to need are, and then what kind of security there is, and then once we know that, then I'll go in and try to like sneak in and steal stuff. But like searching the entire library by stealth, I don't think that's going to be a viable plan remotely. No. So we probably will need some of the people in the library to like give us information before we go in and try to infiltrate directly. So if you can figure out ways to convert people to our side, like if we can get a librarian or two who thinks that the Solar Exalted coming back and activating a War Strider is a great idea, then that would be very helpful, I think. And I'll go ahead and pick up my easily overlooked presence method is already incredible, but I think I'll slap on like a little bit more stealth charms on top of that.
Yeah. too bad someone doesn't have bureaucracy. I have like a point in it, but it was not. I don't really. There are a couple of power charms I wanted out of it, but nothing related to that. Now it makes me think though.
Oh yeah, the Clips cast is the one cast we don't have because their powers are so weird.
Yeah, they are, yeah. Let's see. Hold on.
Out of cast charms are not that much more expensive than favored or cast charms.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that I won't take it. I just have to look at. I think there might be something there we could use, but let me take a look. It's been a while since I looked at them.
Yeah, I remember the bureaucracy ones were it's like buying stuff, projects.
Alex, are you trying to talk? Your mic keeps going in and out, and I don't know if you're trying to talk.
No. Oh,
You're roboting pretty bad.
Something on my end.
Yeah, your mic is acting up.
Yeah, bureaucracy won't help you here.
I won't. Okay.
This is it's like make a project go faster or slower.
Maybe. Wait.
Linguistics might though.
That's what I was about to say. Maybe
Whirling brush method.
I love linguistics. It was on my list on my like high end stuff, but I might push up their importance a little bit.
Socialize charms might also be useful too.
Oh, I'm sure they will be. Yeah. I was more looking for something that might be like a forgery. If we find out what documents we need to get into the library, I could just forge them. But I don't know if that's something that I can do with linguistics. Let me see.
I guess what would that be for like forging entry papers? Would that be bureaucracy or linguistics?
Hold on one moment, I think.
Because then there wouldn't be any sneaking. We just walk in the doors. We're supposed to be here. We're allowed. What are you talking about?
Let's see.
Wait, 30 months?
It's a lot. It's probably more than enough for all of us to level up. But some of that will be like traveling to go to this library too, and things like that. So, because that could take a bit, I imagine.
Part of that is because attributes
they take
months.
Right.
If you want to take essence above 3, that takes months.
Mm-hmm. Yep, mine is going to 4, so that will take a lot. I don't see anything that would do that, so I'm guessing it would just be a normal skill, like ability roll, instead of a... I don't see a charm that would make it easier. But I have food ready, so I will be right back.
Let's see. As far as disabling it, I'm wondering if craft is the right tool for, like either dismantling it directly or creating tools used to dismantle it.
Oh, I was thinking because I have so much XP that maxing out all of my craft-related abilities would be a pretty nice way because we're going to be going into a library. And on top of that, we're trying to deal with a robot. And, like, more importantly, just want to it anyway. So
Sure.
You should definitely pick up some of the tools that let you like build stuff really quick, though.
yeah, I'm gonna pick up some of the charms too. I think to
lets you like
make sure I've got those.
Do we want to destroy this
So,
thing, or
just-
do we want to just disable it?
I mean, I'd love to steal this thing and have it be ours again, but
Sure. But I don't think that's a priority, right? I mean, it would be nice. It's a nice.
Yes, we stop it first, and then we'll see if we can fix it and have it be ours afterwards.
So what about dropping into a big hole?
You got
think-
any big holes lying around?
Yeah, I
but
think
we
we can
can-
probably climb. I assume it doesn't have like weird thrusters or jet thrusters or something on it, right? But it can just
Yeah,
climb
but
out.
Just runs fast.
Well, what I was thinking was like, we build a
have a
hole,
question.
lure it in, and then dump stuff on top of it,
Bury him alive.
just to hold it.
That sounds
I mean,
way too easy. I feel like there's got to be
Hold
something
on,
that
hold on, hold on.
Yeah,
I,
but I mean,
I have an add-on for this idea.
Mhm.
Let's have me make a okay, you know in Norse mythology, you know Fenrir?
Yep.
Got those chains, they keep them
Oh,
they keep the doggy from getting out.
yes,
So
yes.
here's my idea, okay? I'm gonna max the fuck out of my craft scores. And I'm gonna make some indestructible chains out of some fucking material. I don't know, we'll get there.
Or Calcum. Yeah.
And we're gonna get this thing in the hole, and we're gonna clamp this on its leg or whatever. We're gonna dump some kind of like acid or lava in there and just cook the freaking heck out of this thing. How's that?
So the other thing too is that there's an abyssal creature inside of it, right?
There is a abyssal exalted who is inside of it, controlling it, and is attuned to it. It's a mecha, and he's the pilot.
Is there some way to just attack him directly through the armor? Like instead of like, is there some way to phase through him and like grab him specifically? Or I don't know enough about this game to
I would say
know if it's possible.
I don't think there's any charms that let you phase through objects. That would be cool, but I don't think so.
Well, if they're doors specifically, then the Nightcast can walk through them
So
with the
Yeah,
power of a larceny.
but at the same time, getting him out of there would be just because you can get in doesn't mean you can get him out. You know.
Mhm.
yeah, but I mean, he'd be easier to kill than just feeding the creature, right?
Can I
Like,
pickpocket the exalted out of the robot?
Yeah, is that possible?
That is part of one of the puzzles to solve.
I do
Yeah,
have
so I mean,
it.
so
That
we
means-
can either try to affect him directly, or we can try and take out the mecha itself.
Well,
So
I think
there's two options,
the
right?
object here is to make the mecha and put the mecha in a situation where it's no longer useful to him, where he willingly comes out. Which is why disabling its guns and other weapons, removing its giant sword axe thing, whatever it's wielding,
Mhm.
you're like
Yeah,
taking
or-
out those options.
Or disabling the halo so it can't regenerate essence. anymore.
Right.
Sure.
So if we can disable the machine to the point where he is basically forced to come out because he just no longer has a weapon that's useful by being in it, I
Mhm.
think is the best option in this particular case, because I don't think we can hurt him through it, except maybe maybe Kano might, but it's only single person. I don't think that's going to be an effective way to defeat him.
If I can slip in there and just hit an ejector switch, that would be
Yeah, I mean, is there a
I
way to
don't
do
think
that?
Just an ejector switch inside of him. That would be weird.
so door evading.
So
tech-
here's a thought. We're discussing weaknesses of something we don't have all the information on, and the library could very well have something that will change the plans we're making.
Right.
So
Of course.
I know we're still figuring out like XP stuff, but I feel like if we just generally go with some sort of like we're gonna have to craft something because I just want to
Yeah,
use
you want-
craft and like
Oh, yeah.
then the other people figure out whatever skills, right? Like we're gonna have somebody sneak somewhere probably. We're gonna have to talk to some weirdo schizophrenic dude who has some bit of information, so we gotta have somebody, I don't know, like
Yep.
Yeah, general purpose things.
Yeah, okay,
Um,
that sounds good to me.
You did see
And-
the sarcophagus rise up into it. So no, there is no door. He is sealed inside of a sarcophagus, which is then sealed inside the War Strider.
I mean, a sarcophagus lid is like a door, right? People are meant to go through.
No.
Oh.
So it has some kind of way to take him out of that sarcophagus, right? If he can go in, there must be some way to take it out. But
True,
what that
but I think
trigger is-
him getting him to willingly come out is probably our better option instead of forcing it, because the machine is just super strong.
True. Is there some way that we can damage it?
We've been working on that. It's probably we might be able to hit him a couple weak spots, but overall, like, this thing was built to wipe out armies.
Sure.
So most of unless we really get some lucky rolls where we hit really hard, I'm going to guess it's going to ignore most of our hits.
Okay.
That being said, he also has an army. Oh, you weren't here for that, Carl. He has an army around him, and we also have to deal with that problem too.
What kind of army is it?
It's partly the group that we were following that was literally destroying the villages and stuff.
Mhm.
Partly that group, as well as a whole bunch of others. It's a very large army.
Okay. Do we want to take the army on directly, or do we want to try to divert it?
We were thinking maybe we build our own army.
Sure. I'm down with that.
Yes, and I was mentioning that the war charms might come in handy if you want to look at those.
Yes. I don't know what the best way for me to build my character is from here. So I've been thinking about what I should be doing, because
I figured that was the case. That's why I mentioned the war charms. If we are going to have an army, the war charms gives a bunch of buffs to that army. They're
Sweet.
very handy.
And also
there's
building them as well, right? Building the army up.
Yeah, and I can help in that one as well. Like, there are things that I can do on Socialize that can help build the army, and you're in charge of training them.
Sure. That sounds good. So I would need skills that allow me to train them, right?
You have charms that related in war. Look at the war charms.
Yeah.
And those are all included in that. You do need, I think all your combat skills are high already, right?
Pretty good, yeah.
Like, what are your Don skills? Abilities.
That is a great idea. That is a great question. I don't know.
Well, pull up your character sheet.
Sorry. So, what am I looking at?
Your
Dawn.
abilities under Dawn. It says archery, martial arts, melee, thrown, and war. You see those?
Oh yeah. So my melee is 5, thrown 5, war 3.
Okay.
No archery, no martial arts.
That's fine. You could put some points into archery just so because I don't think you can train people in skills that you don't have.
Okay.
So you could put some points into archery, and obviously, if you want to look at the war charms to see what's necessary for war, and what charms you want, and then look at the minimum requirements to see if you need to push up war or not.
Gotcha.
But yeah, a few points in archery is probably going to be useful, and I would assume war you probably want to at least get a 4 on, but I could be but you can look at the charms and see where you're at. But yeah, the war charms are pretty interesting. I looked over them last week, and I thought they were kind of interesting. So, but I think you're the only one that has that as a as a favored. So that's probably going to be your territory. But there's some cool stuff in commanding the army during the battle and things like that too.
Okay.
But yeah, there are some really good unsocialized ones. I literally have like 6 of them I want. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Where are we going to get an army from?
Well, we start recruiting from the survivors of all these villages that have been attacked. So, plus any villages that will be probably attacked in the future, right? If we start organizing these groups to put up a front against this guy, it will probably be helpful.
Okay. Is there some way we can get the legions of the Empire to attack them?
I'm sure we can arrange that, but we'll have to be much more cautious about that because they're not going to be listening to a bunch of. They're not going, and they'd want us dead, just as dead as they want that thing.
Yeah, but if we can trick them into sending a legion to attack an army, and then we can concentrate on just dealing with the machine, right? And the abyssal.
Maybe, but again, we should be cautious with that because that same army could just turn around and start attacking us.
Yeah. I mean, it's a risk, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, sorry. Tools of war.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to say I could convert their army eventually to just love us, but which could happen. But you know, their loyalty is pretty strong, so I think that's going to be much more difficult with a bunch of like of the dragon things, whatever they're called.
The Dragon Bloods.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I mean, like, we just want them to kind of wipe each other out, right?
Yeah. I could. Yeah, we could. At the very least, we could arrange them as like a distraction. Sure.
Yeah. I mean,
Fodder.
why? Yeah, exactly. Why spend our own people if we can just get other people to spend
Right.
their own?
I think part of that problem would be that a lot of the war charms would not be effective with them.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
so like I think we should at least still have our own forces that then we could make use of, that we could control better and things like that, because we won't
Sure.
really be able to control what they do. We could just sort of, you know, lead them in the general direction, but what they do would be up to them.
Yeah, I think that would be fine if we can find some way to just get them. Because then it's like we just let them spend themselves against these guys, and then we come in and clear up everybody else. Rather than just like go in straight.
I might be able to, when we're in, since we're going to there, I could spread some seeds of that to some people. That's a possibility.
Yeah. Doesn't come to fruition, then that's all good. We'll just move on.
But yeah, it's a possibility. I'd have to, and it's possible they're going to do it anyways because this thing has already been attacking them. So we may not have to do much for them to actually attack it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the way mass combat works, you guys take on a leadership role of a unit, and then combat works pretty much in the same way, except it's in long ticks, and it's the unit's stats against unit stats, not your stats, if that makes sense. But you guys will each be directing a unit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But the training of that unit can be done ahead of time, right? Because I noticed there's some charms related to training those units.
If the charms are, if anybody has the charms and uses them, otherwise they'll just be basic units.
Right, that's my point. I'm saying, like, yeah. What I was saying is, like, we can train them ahead of time to be better, like, improve their stats in a sense.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking at when I was looking at the war charms. I thought that was interesting. So.
But it's not necessary.
Maybe, but it's still useful. And we get to play around with war charms, you know. It's not like, it's fine.
And
I'm not saying he needs to get like the entire tree of war charms, but there could be some that are useful.
And it's the same with the War Strider. Don't think in terms of finding a shortcut to get the guy out of it. It's going to be going in phases.
Okay, that's cool. Alright, so war. Specialties, tactics, strategy, small units, large armies, naval battles, military scouting.
Yeah, look under the charms, which I think are on 200-ish. Yeah, it's around 197 on the actual book, but on the PDF it's like 199.
Sweet.
You got like route stimming gesture commanding the ideal celestial army. General of the all-seeing sun. That's a high level one, I think.
What kind of army are we facing?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by what kind of army? I guess.
Are they undead? Are they humans? Are they monsters?
Mostly human, some small number of undead.
Yeah. Okay. Do we want to build monsters?
No, but why do we want to build monsters? Wait, what are
Oh,
you
I'm just
talking
saying. I'm pretty sure we can build monsters, right? This is a game that allows you to create monsters.
about? I don't think we want to build monsters. No.
I mean,
like,
you
guess that
can
would
you
be-
can use the lore skill to create like a lesser exalted type of thing. Infuse them with your essence. They have some of your powers.
I was
but-
thinking more like giant apes or Godzilla, maybe.
No, I don't think we can do that.
Are there animal mind control powers in here?
I don't know. I mean, even if we just demon summoning.
No, that's-
No, we're not summoning demons. That's not.
No. No,
Just
no.
saying.
Okay.
We could. What does enchantment do?
Wait, what are you looking at? Where are you at?
I'm on drama and systems.
No, what? It's like, go look at the war charms. Why are you looking at those?
Oh, just to have a look because I haven't really explored everything. I'm still very behind. A very misunderstanding of how this works.
You're fine. You're fine. I was like, look at the war charms, and you're looking at demon summoning. What? Wait, what's going on?
I mean, I guess it's kind of a charm.
No,
I'm charming a
it's not.
demon.
I think that's a
There's a-
spell, right?
There's
The
a
demon
chapter
summoning is a
called
spell.
Charms.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Close enough.
That's why I gave you an actual page number too.
I do like the Dark Exalted. They look cool. They look cool as heck.
Those are the evil
Look
guys.
even cooler once we kill them.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can still look cool.
Yeah.
They look like heavy metal bad guys.
That's what we're dealing with. That's what's inside of that stupid machine.
And it's pretty cool. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay, the training one takes way too many prerequisites. Good lord, I didn't realize it was this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you need 5 prereqs before you get the training one.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's called Tiger Warrior Training Technique.
That's a cool name.
It is a cool name, but sadly, it just has so many different heroism, encouraging presence is needed, but you need 4 others just to get that one. So it's like, holy cow!
Okay. Do we have a healer?
That's you.
Am I the healer?
Yeah.
I am a medicine guy. I should probably.
Yeah, you
do
should
some
probably
medicine
pick up
charms.
some medicine ones too. Yep, that would probably be useful. Yeah, I will try not to go down as quickly next time.
Good. Oh, good. All right.
You look at the socialized ones.
Ooh.
Looks like most of the war charms were not errated at all.
Oh, they were. I didn't look at their errata.
Only heroism encouraging presence has errata.
Hmm.
Well, I am going to be stacking up on my resistance ones to get the adamant skin technique, because that way I have a oh crap, I'm about to die button.
Yes, I do recommend everybody get a defensive charm of some sort, whether that's the soaking or a perfect dodge, or one of the ones that turns unexpected into or unaware into aware defenses, stuff like that. As far as abilities, there are a few rare abilities that are not well known. For craft, Burke can get craft Magitech up to a 3.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
Hmm.
It
If
is
you could
not
build, like,
a
an
common
EMP
skill.
Get like an EMP bomb or something and just, stop, stick that thing somewhere convenient on the giant robot. Just turn it off for a little while.
That is part of working on War Striders, though.
Oh, I just realized I was muted. Okay, that's cool.
We have no idea what you were saying. We thought you were going to be much more excited about it.
Yeah, I was nerding out. Okay, so question: does this cost more XP?
What do you mean?
Like normally with a trait, a favorite or cast ability, it's rating times 2 minus 1. Is it the same cost?
It's the same cost. The first one, since it is Craft Magitech, it does count as a new ability. So it's 3 points in 3 weeks. But then after that, it's the favorite or cast ability times.
Yeah, it would take a total of 7 XP to get that from rank 0 to rank 3.
Alright. That's sick. And what exactly is this?
What do you mean?
But what is it? Like what?
I can assume from the name what it is, but you give me like a quick summary of what this skill means, because I looked up for Earth, Fire, Water, Wood, and they all had a little blurb. Can I look up a blurb? Hold on. Got it. It's a highly advanced science meets, blah, blah, blah. This is the AI summary. Oh, it's literally War Striders.
Yeah, it's for Wonders of the First Age.
Oh, that's sick. Alright. Should I craft a story for this, or is it just kind of assumed that we're doing a lot of research and I managed to pick some stuff up?
You can come up with a story for who taught you and things like that as part of this.
Okay.
Any things of note, especially if you wish to, if anybody wishes to get new backgrounds that might feature into this as well, run that by me as well.
Ooh. Should I get Fury Inciting Presence?
What's it do?
The righteous anger of the lawgivers inspires mortals to service. The Exalt attempts to persuade everyone who can hear him to join him in righteous violence. Is player rolling, charisma plus performance or war. This charm organizes all characters whom the Exalt successfully persuades and who do not resist the persuasion into an unordered military unit under Exalt's direction. Unit dissolves if the Exalt abandons it for more than 15 long ticks. So I guess I recruit people. Allows me to recruit people into a military unit. A mob.
Yeah, that could definitely come in handy. I mean, like, if we're doing the building an army thing, that might be how you're doing it.
Yeah, it costs 10 motes.
But it's also, but also it's probably not. That's probably not something you're using in active combat. You get like 4 motes back per hour at least. So.
Yeah.
So here's my idea. I'm thinking I'm going to max out almost all my crafts to 5, bump intelligence and perception up to 5, then get lore and occult up as well, and then I'm basically saying I'm going to dump almost everything into the craft deal.
Ooh.
Okay,
Cool.
okay. I have to ask this question. If we get into a fight, what are you going to do?
I'm going to use my punch them into a wall trick, or I have a couple of others that I haven't gotten to try out.
Okay. I don't know if you wanted to increase your strength. I remember that being like a little bit of an issue last time. But
yeah, if I have any else, I will definitely be increasing strength up to like 3 to 4. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to get. I have a pretty much good on dodge, but if I have enough, I'm going to see if I can get maybe a resistance skill or 2, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough for that. But I kind of want my character to fight a little bit, but I'm thinking I might lean more into like, I can punch a bit, but I'm more going to be like like the scientist in the background type vibes. Like I can still beat a guy up and take his stuff to mod the thing, but I'm probably not going to be tanking everything, even though I could tank a bit.
Yeah. I will say probably the best way for us to take down a robot is you build a thing that fucks with it, and then I go climb the thing and plant it.
That seems to be a good plan. That was kind of what I was thinking.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I've got my ridiculous athletics and dodge things. Like I can walk up the side of this thing and probably stay alive while doing it for a little while. But as demonstrated, hurting it is a little bit beyond me. So gonna need some tools for that.
And I still want to be tanky enough so that I can tanky enough and just enough so I can hit something like scouting type stuff. Because then it makes it easier. But I just feel like my build isn't really meant for doing that stuff in a lot.
Well, you have a lot of points that you can, build at least some secondary abilities in there.
Yeah, but I'm already Twilight, right? So I feel like it makes more sense to lean into the skills that I have there.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, you should have enough points to max those out and still do more stuff with it, right?
Oh.
Maybe, but getting all those craft skills up is a lot.
Yeah,
okay. I'll see how many I have to work with.
You may not need all the craft skills. Maybe pick 2 to get to 5, and then a couple others to be a little lower. That might save you some points there. But also, wondering, there's some interesting things with investigation that might be very useful for the getting into the library section.
Yeah. And I'm thinking I'm going to get investigation, lore, and occult up to 4 or 5 too. I generally just think it's going to be extremely useful, and I don't think we have access to those skills.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I've got a little bit of investigation, but
I think I should. I've also never done a character like this. You're always the nerdy, I want knowledge, dude.
Yeah. Do you have a perfect dodge yet?
No. Wait, okay. Perfect dodge?
It's 7 shadow evasion just lets you spend 3 modes and just dodge an attack.
It means
I have that.
Literally.
I have reflex sidestep technique, 7 shadow evasion.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you've got 7 shadow evasion.
I think that's it.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to take. There was some really stupid skill that basically lets you Neo Matrix style, and I didn't want to do that because it takes too much stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's probably flow like blood you're thinking of, but
yeah, that one.
But yeah, seven shadow. If you're not going to be charging into a horde of people, then you're probably fine with just 7 shadow evasion and reflex sidestep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing I was gonna say was I might try to pick up like the base 2 equivalents of whatever that is in resistance. Just because I'm assuming we're gonna be fighting some high level stuff, and you know,
Well, the good news, the object of that is in case he hits us with that, I don't know, beam that just turns everybody to ash. That could be very useful.
sometimes
That's
high level stuff has like no block or no dodge, or it's just sort of nice to not be like, oh, I only have one. You want layered defenses, is what I'm saying.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm saying like that one is it just works. It's one of those like you dodge, you don't take any damage. It's done.
Yeah, but
Like
I'm going with my
you can
gut on
only
this.
take you can only take
Joe
one
said to build
perfect.
out defenses, so
Right, but I'm saying you can only take the one perfect at a time. You can't take any other perfects. You're not if you take right. If I'm right on that, right? You can't if you have that 7, the one for dodge. You can't take the one for resistance, right?
but I'm assuming there's going to be other stuff for resistance that's probably like useful.
Oh, yeah,
true.
you can
I'm
just
not
get
suggesting.
yourself a better parry, better parry.
Which
read.
is-
Exactly. Like there's going to be something. So.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I misunderstood when you were saying that. Yeah, no, because but
I
you
haven't
can
looked at the table at all.
right.
I'm thinking I
You
want
could
some
wear armor
resistance.
though, right? Or no?
I could, but I don't want to. Also, I
Okay.
think I'm some kind of monk, so it doesn't really make any sense. I'm pretty sure that's part of the build.
Okay, no, my
I don't
build has
remember
no
the whole
armor either.
mechanics.
Yeah, my build has no armor either, and yes, I can tell you exactly what you're gonna need. You're gonna need durability, evoke meditation. You're gonna need iron
Well,
skin
I
concentration
have
and
decent
iron kettle
durability
body.
from my gem. So what I'm gonna do is look for some combo with the gem, but I haven't looked
Wait,
into that yet.
what do you have with your gem?
I have this fucking the gem of adamant skin.
Wait, what does that do?
It's kind of good, but I'm gonna figure out a combo with it. But I
No,
haven't
what
looked at
like
It
it,
converts all lethal damage you take into bashing.
oh, okay.
I'm assuming there's some sort of stupid thing I can do with it, but I need to look into it. I'm gonna do it
Well,
after I
what you
figure out
need
the
to do
tough
is
stuff.
buff up your bashing defense then. Yeah.
I'm assuming there's some. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's a dumb combo I can figure out. That's like really
look
stupid.
under iron kettle body. I think is probably your better bet because I have that. Well, I'll be getting that, and it's very very useful. It's basically like wearing armor for the entire combat, but your skin is just tougher.
So Joe, speaking of backgrounds, could I get a Hearthstone during this downtime?
Which Hearthstone?
I was thinking of the Gemstone of Surface Thoughts. It's the rating 2/1 for air.
One moment.
Man, there's also a gemstone that lets you speak with dead.
Handy.
As long as they have flesh left on the bones.
I know there was something about backgrounds. Can't find it at the moment.
I need some guidance here, guys.
Sure.
So, I think I like the idea of getting all the war charms, the ones that you were talking about, Skelly.
Mhm.
So, what is a war excellency?
That is, so if you go to the general charms,
Mhm.
there are 3 excellencies,
Yep.
which are just like, they're just general charms. You get them for any skill, and they just make you better. They let you be better at that skill. The first one just lets you get more dice for 1 mote each. The second one lets you buy successes automatically for 2 motes each. And the third one lets you re-roll a check if you fail.
Okay,
so
so
it's telling you, yeah.
how much does it cost me to get that?
I mean, it's just another charm. So if you go to there's an experience cost table on the as a handout on the table. So that is a favored or cast charm for you. So it's going to be cost 8 experience to get a war excellency.
All right. So, sorry, where is that?
The
Where's that
experience
handout?
costs.
Yeah. Oh, there, got it.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's on the table.
Okay, so to get it, I would need. So it's a favored charm, right? So that'll be 8.
Yep.
And then mini ability days. What is that? Okay. All right. So let me write this down. I'm gonna put it into the chat so everyone can see it. So war excellency. Costs 8. Time. Minimum ability days.
So that would just be one day.
Okay. Cool. And then I just add that to my. Oh, there. So that'll be first excellency. War. Okay. Okay, so that's that done. And then to get the next one, I would need root stemming gesture, which is a war. So that would be a favored. So that would be an 8.
I will be right back, guys. I gotta feed the dog. So, dogs.
I have a question. What is the Twilight Cast anima? I'm looking at stuff and I want to know what this is.
So that is what happens when you spend more than like 10 peripheral motes in a scene. It makes it obvious that you are a Twilight Cast. Wait, are you Twilight Cast?
Yeah.
The
Okay,
Twilight
okay.
Cast anima is a half sun. Circular imprint on your forehead. The top half is full, the bottom half is hollow. So there's a gap that shines through. It's on page 95 of the core book, or 97, I think, of the PDF. Shows an image of the anima.
98, yeah.
Okay. And then, are there any mechanics for this?
Yes. After damage has been rolled, you can spend 5 motes of essence to subtract 1 health level from the damage for every dot of essence you possess.
Wait. That's cracked.
Yeah, the Twilight Cast ability is incredibly good.
Doesn't that just mean I can spend 5 to subtract 42? Do I have that right?
Yeah, your essence is 4, so it subtract 4 damage.
Oh, wait. Okay, that's actually balanced. I mean, it's still good. Okay.
Yeah, it's still very good.
Cool. All right, that's neat. So, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a dodge excellency. I already have. Seven shadow evasion and the sidestep. And I'm thinking can I combo all of those together?
Yep, you can.
Yeah.
The only tricky part with dodge charms and stuff like that is if you want to use them during a round, if you use any charms in your turn, you have to activate them then with that charm and do them on your turn. So if it's like I want to punch someone through a wall, but I think I might also need to dodge, so I'm going to pay for 7 shadow evasion now, and now I can use that during other people's turns when they attack me.
What is 7 shadow?
7 shadow evasion is the perfect dodge.
What does 1p? Sorry, what does 1 WP mean in terms of
Willpower.
charms?
Willpower.
Willpower to activate as well as motes.
Okay, cool.
So the benefit of putting a combo together just means that I can use them all on the same tick.
Yeah, typically on your turn, you announce which charms you're using. You can only use one charm on your tick until it comes around again. You can combo, which will let you spend multiples. Now, you pay for all of the non-reflexive charms up front. Reflexive, you have to have in the combo, but you don't pay for them until you use them.
Oh, but since everything is reflexive in this combo, then I'm good.
Yeah, you still have to announce it though.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
but there's not a lot of cost to announce it.
If you don't have to pay for them, wouldn't you? Anytime you use any charm, wouldn't you just say, "Oh yeah, and also all my defensive charms"?
Yeah.
Is there any reason not to combo them? I thought the reason not to combo them was that you had to pay for at least one use while you were declaring a combo.
That might be. I looked this up last time, and I might be misremembering something.
Yeah, I mean it was complicated in the base game, and then they changed it all in the errata. So.
We talked about this last week. Yeah, they changed it because nobody was actually using their reflexive stuff because they wanted to pay for it early. So basically, it just became useless. So paying for them when you actually use them means they'll actually get used.
Oh damn! No, I can't have that one.
I'm gonna make my combo then.
So you don't spend willpower anymore.
Is war a favored? So it's an attribute, right?
War is an ability.
Is it a favored one?
Yes, for the Dawncast, yes it is.
Oh, sweet. So, to up it by 1, it would be rating times 2, so that's 8, minus 1, so that's 7. Okay, cool. So to increase...
It's your current rating, not your like the one you're trying to get to. So it would be. I think you're at 3, right? So it'd be 3 times 2 minus 1.
Oh, so it'll be even cheaper. 5. Sweet. And there's no time. Instant. All right. How do you increase essence? Same way?
Since you check the experience chart on the table, it is the most expensive thing.
Oh, damn. Right, what is my essence?
I think it was at 4.
3.
Oh, it's at 3? Okay.
So if I go up to 4, that would cost me
24 experience.
So go to 4 is 24. Sweet. Okay, I'll do that. Damn. I'm gonna need to tell you all this stuff. Whatever. Might as well. Pump it up one more.
Yeah, you have to pay upfront the minimum non-reflexive charm cost.
Non-reflexive. Okay. So you can just declare all your defensive charms, all your dodge charms, and just, don't pay for them unless you use them?
Yes.
Yeah.
However, that also locks you out of using other charms as well.
Like fighting charms, that kind of thing.
Yep. There are rules on how what charms can be comboed, like between simple and supplemental and things like that.
Okay. I want to make sure my dodge value is correct. I have 7. How do I calculate this?
That is going to be, you take your essence plus your dodge rating plus your dexterity, and you divide that by 2.
So 4 plus 4 plus 5 is...
And you round up.
Oh, round up.
Yep. So yeah, 7 is correct.
Okay. So there's no real reason to increase my dex to 5 then.
Yeah, 5th point of dodge doesn't get you very far, unless you get some Hearthstone bracers, which will give you. Although actually, no. The way we're doing that doesn't do anything. See how you actually roll that. But it does give you a better chance. They're very good.
7 is going to be the cap, unless I get an extra point of dex and raise my essence, which isn't going to happen. Man, these are expensive. I have to spend 80 XP just to get perception, strength, and int to the scores I want. That's crazy. See why he's getting
Stats are pretty expensive.
when it says 1 willpower, does that mean you spend a willpower point, or you have to have just one in your?
You spend.
Oh, okay. And how do you get willpower back?
Get one back every day, or if you do impressive stunts, you can get one back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you work towards your motivation, you can get one back. There's ways to get them back, but
Okay. Cool.
Okay, that's 178 experience now. All right. Specialties. Okay, specialties are not worth it. Do not take the specialties. Take 3 weeks for those.
It sounds like what a talk to me. Oh, that's cool.
Okay. I spent 162 XP, and I've got my defense combo along with what I have to do is get craft. Magitech. It's rating times 2 minus 1. So 3 for the initial point, plus 4, plus 6, minus 1. So 12, right? Not 7? Is it missing something?
3 and then 1 and then 3. Three to get the first point, and then you are at rating 1 going to 2, so that's 2 minus 1 for 1. And then from 2 to 3 is 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1 for 3. It's current rating, not the rating you go to.
Okay, that makes it significantly cheaper then. Okay. Another one.
Oh, Jesus. So that'll be a month. So that'll be 3 months.
Should also pick up a few ranks of linguistics. Is out of cast.
Right, time to cost this out.
Well, I can get every single craft to 5. Get my defensive combo. Get investigation, lore, and occult to 4. Buff both my stats that I need up to 5, and then get strength to 4. I still have 31 XP, so I'm doing that.
Check. Have you checked the charms for those different abilities you're raising?
Craft? Or for investigation. Oh, maybe I should. Okay.
There's some really spicy ones for
Man.
new ones for
Alright,
investigation.
fine.
Back to the drawing board.
I'll keep that for now, and I'll look at the charms.
Hey, I've spent 132 XP according to my calculations. And I am at 5 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
6.
You are not.
7,
I had to feed the
8,
dogs.
9, 10, 11. So 5 months and 11 days.
See, we got 30 months and more than enough time.
Sweet. I'm happy for anyone to double check my maths because I don't trust my maths.
Oh, I do have linguistics as my one of my favorite ones. Just to note.
Okay, cool. I'm still going to be picking up enough linguistics to make sure I can understand what people on the like. I want to know high speech and old speech. Those seem like useful things to know.
Tricky. From my understanding, you cannot take linguistics later and actually learn languages. It doesn't work that way. You had to pick it up at the very beginning to learn languages. You do not learn new languages. You actually have to physically learn languages or some nonsense.
Each dot of linguistics allows the character to understand one additional language family.
There's more to it. I swear I read this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear I read this because I remember like, oh wait, I can't. If I pick it up later, I'm not going to learn any other stuff. I think it's under. Wait, where is it? Somewhere I saw it.
All right. So I have all of the, as far as I know, I have the majority of the war charms. So we're covered for that. I have 5 war. I have 5 essence. I don't have enough war. I don't have enough willpower for everything, but that's all right.
Oh, I think it's under the description of the actual ability.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. And it says
Oh.
for every .NET you get another language group.
I swear, where did I read that? Hold on.
I'll be back in a sec.
No, maybe I misread that somewhere. Is it in the errata? Probably
Wait.
not.
Might be remembering something from a different game.
Maybe my brain is like that. Okay. So yeah. I might do that too because I just need one extra one to learn the high realm, right? Because if we're going in, then I would have to learn that. So, okay. It might be worth it for most of us to at least learn the high realm, right? Just so we're not walking in, dense.
And I'm picking up Old Realm for deciphering ancient texts.
Useful too.
Oh, so for the craft thing, I can use it as long as I have the craft level up to the minimum. So like I don't just like if I want to take durability enhancing technique, I don't have to specify that it's for fire. Like as long as it fulfills the minimum craft requirement, like as long as I have like wood, my wood craft up to 3, then I can use it.
What page is?
On 211, it's right under the typical targets for craft. It's a little box.
Yeah, it's a simple charm, so you just know it. Something like crack mending technique is supplemental.
Oh, if it's supplemental.
So if it's supplemental, you have to learn it for each individual craft at the minimum.
Okay. But then the only ones that this applies to is Craftsman Needs No Tools and Crack Mending Technique, which are the 2 speed ones, which kind of makes sense. There's an ability called Shattering Grasp, which is about taking apart objects. So, if I take this essence... Oh, it says minimum craft 5, so I can't use it for Magitech. Never mind. I'm going to try to disassemble the robot, but... I guess obvious follow-up question I know the answer to. I can't get Magitech to 5, right?
Say that again?
Is there any way I can get Magitech to 5?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Even if you could, that would not work to disable that thing.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay, I was mistaking. So craft minimums for supplementals, the charm only works with crafts that meet the minimum.
Yeah. Well, then it's good. But for simple, I don't need it to meet the minimum.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
For simple, you have to have a craft of the minimum, but you can use the charm with any craft, I guess.
Okay.
Which is odd, but
So that means I can't use Crack Mundane Technique or Craftsman Needs No Tools with anything related to Magitech. Means I gotta do all that beforehand.
right.
Cool. So how good is Chaos Resistance preparation? Is that something I should even care about?
Where's it at?
It's in the craft section.
I'm not sure. That's mostly for like dealing with the Fae and the Wild Hunt and stuff like that. I don't know if it also works against Abyssals. I don't know if Abyssal Corruption works the same way.
We're not in the Wield? So
I think it's just pronounced wild, but you know.
we're not in the wild, but it doesn't it doesn't affect.
Yeah, like kind of like the three big things you can be fighting in the setting are either the Dragon Empire, the Abyssals, or the Wild Hunt, and that's for dealing with the Wild Hunt, which is the one of the three that we're not dealing with in this game.
Cool. So then I'm not gonna take that.
Yeah, like I have integrity on my list, but integrity mostly deals with the wild hunt stuff. I noticed too, so it's like, oh, okay. So there's not a ton of charms there that would be useful here. There's a couple, I think, but not that many.
Well, I want all the crafts, but I feel like I don't need all the crafts. I feel like I probably don't need wood. I don't think I'm going to be using wood in whatever contraption I'm making. Water, I think I do.
Another thing for people that might have points available, more ox body techniques.
Yeah, that's on my
Always
list.
for more Ox Body.
I don't even have one yet.
280 XP on getting 30 copies of Ox Body.
Yes, that's it. Spend all your XP on that. Wait, is there a max that you could take? That would be insane.
What you can afford for ox body.
That's insane.
One of the few that have no requirements on the maximum of one learning at one time.
Okay. Owen, I know you said not to take everything in 5, but I'm looking at the descriptions for everything except for wood, and I kind of feel like I'm gonna need it to create whatever random trap.
Okay, if you got plans for it, then go ahead. But
Yeah, like if we're gonna make a giant pit of acid, I need 5 in water, I need 5 in earth. If we're gonna make some kind of complex ruin thing, I need air, and then I need I'm probably gonna need fire, because I'm assuming we're gonna be using a lot of metal.
I mean, I guess like skills aren't that expensive, so you know maybe.
It's only like 80 XP for the whole bunch. Not that much. So let me rationalize it. So if I don't take 4 in strength, how bad is that?
I don't know. What do you use in
Don't do
strength?
damage. Can you do enough damage if I'm not doing a lot of damage? Still chuck stuff into a wall.
I will tell you that Kano is going to be turning into a fucking blender.
All right, so I'm gonna put my strength at 1, just because I think that's. Like
you
too
might
much
want enough to be able to like carry your own tools, like 2 or 3 or something.
I'll
Like
put it at 2.
it'll be like above average.
I'll be above average. That's fine. Strength to 2.
Sorry. What should I add now?
I mean, okay. What do you want to be doing when we're like trying to break into this library to steal information on the on how these giant robots work? What do you think your role doing this?
What are your other favored? Because we know what your cast ones are. What are your other favored abilities that you picked?
How do I figure that out?
They should be checkmarked or something.
Oh.
Wait, did you pick any? They should. Yeah, like
don't
which ones are
think
checkmarked?
Sorry. Medicine, occult, resistance, and that's it. Medic and occult and resistance.
Wait, you should have more than that. You
He's
didn't pick.
also got socialize and dodge.
Oh, socialist. Yeah, socialize. And dodge? No,
okay.
dodge is not. Oh, wait.
It's got a
maybe
check
it is.
mark.
Yeah, okay. And dodge.
You should have 5, right? Is that okay? So that's 5.
That's 5, yeah.
Okay.
Socialize and occult, I think, are like 2 things that you could definitely be doing that would be useful during that whole.
I will note I have occult at 4, and I have 5 intelligence and perception. So,
okay.
Yeah, but it does. There's some overlap that can be done in certain situations. Like socialize can have some overlap easily. And at least he isn't, completely terrible at talking to people. That's good.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm really good. I'm really good at talking to people. But maybe I should concentrate on becoming a healer.
Healing would be very, very useful. I would definitely that is a weakness that we do not have addressed at the moment. So.
Okay, so let me.
Oh, I could actually become a better healer, but I feel like I'd rather go into craft.
That's fine. Let our combat guy do it. Give him something.
I don't work on humans. I only work on
machines.
Machine.
Yeah.
The flesh is weak. Medicine. So medicine cost is attribute times rating times 2 minus 1. So that would be 6 minus 1, which would be 5. Need time? Immediate. Oh, okay. It just happens. Medicine cost 5. So that would be 7.
Now, one thing you can do with occult, if you want to get occult up to 3, you can learn the charm Terrestrial Circle Sorcery.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Now,
you can learn spells.
It's complicated and expensive, and you might only know 1 or 2 at top spells. But
Spells are crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
Like the defensive for spells are low tier, but Terrestrial Circle Sorcery requires an occult of 3.
Where do I find that? What page?
I just lost it. Hold on.
$152.
Thank you.
All crafts to 5 acceptable to magic. That's good.
No, not
I just have
152.
injuries. I have injuries on that page. How do I do magical healing?
Charms.
Spells.
Check the charms under medicine. Yeah, check the charms under medicine.
All right.
Question: there's spells in this game?
Yes, yeah, under a
Yes.
cult. Yeah, they're like past the charm section.
Terrestrial Circle Sorcery is on page 220 of the PDF or 222 of the file.
Sweet. Oh, here we go. Touch of blissful release. Ooh.
It's just after
Ooh.
medicine, actually. So
Oh, is it? Okay.
That's cool. Touch of blissful release cancels up to 3 points of the target's penalties from sickness, poisoning, and crippling effects. Okay, so that doesn't really help.
Yeah, I think the one you already have is Wound Mending Care Technique, which is already like that. That one's very good. Lets you heal a lot of wounds in an hour.
Oh my! these are
Although if you work your way up through all the requirements for instant treatment methodology, then it lets you like heal people just as an action, just like in combat. You can do an hour's worth of medical care.
Is that right? So I need any medical excellency. I've got that.
And you need
flawless-
flawless diagnosis technique.
Okay, I'll do that then. Now, what would these be classed as? Because the medicine is favored as an ability.
So yeah, they're favorite charms.
They can't.
So-
Yeah.
They're 8 XP each.
Mhm.
Oh, Joe, earlier you were mentioning. I was asking about getting a Hearthstone. Is that?
yeah, I put it in Roll20 chat up there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's currently 12.
Shoot up, man. 6 XP. Sure. Good deal.
Ooh. Terrestrial sorcery actions. Very interesting. Oh. I've already got Essence 5. And this would cut. Oh, that's very interesting. Maybe I should do that. Does this make me evil if I become a sorcerer?
No.
What you do with it determines that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Be careful. There are some that have wide-ranging stuff that could potentially damage, allies. So.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
So,
so I have an idea. I can get a spellcasting package to speed up some of the crafting stuff. So, like, I could summon a demon for, annual labor.
What is it? What trying to summon demons?
hey, that was not me this time.
I know. That's why I'm worried.
Why are we trying to summon demons? I'm missing something.
Like, if I need something for manual labor.
You don't summon a demon for manual labor.
That's where you get a
No.
cult. It's much more. That's a much nicer way to do that.
I have cult members. We can go to. Well, I can bring them to us, and we can get manual labor.
That might actually be an interesting thing to grab as like a background.
Here's
Just
the
get
thing,
yourself
though.
like a bunch of henchmen to manage your workshop.
Yes, you can have
But
henchmen.
demons they can't fly, and they never, demons, follow orders perfectly. They never sleep. Like,
And they try to betray you every
you're
chance
bound
they
by
get.
mortal limitations, okay?
Wait, they won't betray you? Is that how
I
effective this thing is?
I support this idea.
I know you do.
All right. See, here's the thing. I can control the demons fine, okay? There's nothing that can possibly go wrong.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, some of the spells, like Death of Obsidian Butterfly, 15 motes. It's an area 30 yards wide, 100 yards long, 10 yards high, starting at you. When you release the magic, you roll Perception plus Occult, adding a number of automatic successes equal to your permanent essence. Everyone in the attack pattern not behind an inch or more of stone or several inches of wood is subject to attack.
Just-
Damn.
That
Okay,
lets
that's
you
kind of
kill
cool.
an army.
Cool.
Treat the butterflies as rolling a number of attack successes equal to those the sorcerer's player rolled, -1 for each 2 dice of dice penalties. The attack inflicts 8 lethal plus any extra successes in raw pre-soak damage. The thousands of shattered glass butterflies don't go away after the spell. Walking barefoot in the area thereafter is not recommended.
So it's 3.
You can John McClane them.
2, it's 4, it's 3. Okay, that's kind of cool. Does it cost anything to use these spells? Like, is there a cost to learn spells?
It's essence, yes, there is. When you learn the charm terrestrial, if you learn the charm terrestrial circle, you get 1 spell. After that, each spell is, if your occult is favored or cast, it's 8 per spell, and the circle is weeks. Terrestrial circle is the first circle, so it's 1 week per spell.
Okay. Alright, let me figure this out.
And you have to go up. If you want Celestial Circle Sorcery, you have to know Terrestrial first. And then if you want Solar Circle, you have to know both of the 2 first.
Sweet. So I'm now at... $64 XP. I have increased my occult to 5. So I can get all of the circles of sorcery, which I'm going to do, because it doesn't cost me anything. Because I already have Essence 5. So I'm going to get Terrestrial Circle Sorcery, which costs me nothing. And it costs me 8 XP. Do we think we're going to be fighting spirits?
No.
Wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, the undead that we're seeing are physical zombie style things.
Okay.
But
Alright, so I now have Terrestrial Circle Sorcery. Oh, no, Celestial. No, okay. And then Celestial. I think I'm going to go and find someone to teach me all this stuff. Ah, damn it. Should be another 8.
you could make up a person that taught you that stuff. Shouldn't be a problem.
Sure. Who would that be?
And some random NPC. Make them up. Create them out of nothing.
Alright, so Solar Circle Sorcery?
Okay, Joe, I have a question. I'm looking at all the downtime that I'm going to be using, and it looks like I'm going to have about like 20-ish months left, give or take. Can I use those to build a massive first circle forge and like build some cool stuff?
I mean,
Hold on one moment. I need to correct this. When you learn the circle sorcery, you do not learn spells. You have to learn them individually.
Okay. So that'll be 8 per spell. And it costs me spell circle times weeks.
Hold on.
Whatever that means.
No, there's a general house rule. One spell for free. So when you get Terrestrial Circle, one spell for free. After that, every other spell cost.
Okay, so I am at. So I have all of the. I have all of the sorcery.
I think I have worked out all my level ups. I just calculating in a Google Sheets thing, thingamajigger.
As for a forge now, say that again.
Yeah, so basically, I'm looking at the time that I have and that I've spent. So I'm going to be spending about 10 months ish for all the different upgrades that I'm making, which leaves me about 20 months to mess around with. So we have 30 months to do this. I was asking if I could use the other 20 months to build things in a forge that I create using the new skills. So, for example of what that might look like, I am going to try to learn a spell, which is the raising the Earth's bones or the magma net, and then I can like rip a mountain out of the ground or summon a big fortress and make that as the boundary for my work or the foundation for my workshop. And then I'm thinking of summoning like a bunch of different demons as minions, and then getting to work making cool Magitech stuff, whatever that might be.
What's wrong with a good old-fashioned cult?
Well, they can feed the demons if they get hungry.
Free the bad.
Obviously, they'd be feeding them vegetables, but not humans. That's crazy.
Nice save.
Smooth.
I bet y'all thought.
Yes, I did.
No, I'm playing a good character this time. It doesn't work.
For sure.
Look, world peace isn't going to solve itself, okay?
Gotta crack a few eggs.
If those eggs happen to be cultists, that's fine.
Not my cultists.
Whoever those cultists might be. Okay. Alright. Spirit detecting plants. Spirit cutting attack. Dematerialized.
The problem is sitting in one place for that, because part of that time is also assuming traveling around. That being said,
What are those? What are the starting health levels? Need to recompute everything with 5 levels of Ox Body Technique.
Joe, just to clarify, so for each of the circles that I have learnt, I get one free spell, or is it only the terrestrial
Just terrestrial.
circle? Okay, we're good. Okay. Hmm. Um, do you have Shady? Do you have Venomous Whispers technique?
Me?
Yeah.
No, not currently. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it yet. I might. I'm not sure, but like I have what do I have in my brain? For socialized, I have the wise-eyed courtier method and the taboo inflicting diatribe at the moment.
Okay.
I do have plans to get socialized, master of small manners, gathering the congregation thing, and understanding the court. Those are the three that are on my like likely needed ones or likely things I might get.
Sweet.
So if you want to get that one, I'm fine.
No,
With me.
I think I'm gonna just be good at socializing, but not actually have any charms
Yeah,
for it.
you might want to pick up gathering a congregation only because that could help in like gathering army stuff and things like that.
No, yeah, I'm just having a look at it.
But yeah, but putting others into like your medicine and things like that and your spells, that's fine.
Yep.
That makes sense. I can do most of the socializing.
The glory of the Lord is the Exalted. He's playing a role in. Oh, okay. Only one day. All right, let's grab that. Do I have? Oh, I do. Sweet. So I can grab it at 8. Okay, cool.
All right. So demons are expensive. Binding them requires several rolls for tests of will. But we can do some of those, I guess, if you wanted to. However, people, most mortals that see anybody consorting with demons is not going to look favorably upon them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of an obvious display of power. Now, as for crafting an army of things, that's kind of making things a bit too complicated, or more complicated than they need to be. What did I miss? Anything?
Oh, I was muted. Okay. Oh, great. I was saying I wasn't interested in crafting an army. My character is much more interested in creating an item or an artifact or some sort of thing of that nature. Possibly, possibly working to understand more of the first stage technology. So something related to the Magitech is more what I'm going for here. Maybe some sort of item that is made of the same material as the robot, if that's possible.
Just be your orichalcum.
Yeah.
There are plenty of orichalcum items that are very useful.
Yeah. Is there anything that you would recommend for my for the lore, the occult, or the investigation, Owen? You were mentioning some of the charms.
Let's see. For the investigation, if you want to go deep on it, know this that you can go through like you need like 4 to get this, but you could get know the soul's price, which basically lets you in a conversation with someone know what you would need to bribe them with to get them to work for you. And then magically compel them to go along with it, compel them to loyalty afterwards, which would be pretty funny. You could
sounds
also
amazing, but it goes against my character's theme, which is that I'm not good at talking to people. So magically bypassing that feels.
You could go for like Judge's Ear instead, which lets you just hear lies. It's just you can.
That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and there's also
I like.
And there's also the crafty observation method that lets you like condense a 15-minute search of stuff into like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's perfect. I'll probably go with those two. That's very on theme.
Yeah. And I mean, also, know the soul's price doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the one who like who does the bribing. It's just like you hear someone talk and you're just like, yeah, if you offer this guy power, then he'll do whatever you want.
Okay, so thematically, the way I'm thinking that could work would be like my character use them as like a craft project or something. I don't know. It just still seems weird.
Hmm.
I don't know.
All right, crafting artifact. For example, let's say crafting a reinforced buff jacket is artifact level 2. This will take craft, lore, and occult, each at level 4. It will take an extended roll requiring 30 successes. Each interval of crafting this is 3 months.
Okay.
So
Well, we don't
crafting
have that much.
artifacts is not a short thing to do, and probably not within the time scope.
No.
Which stuff can you carry while jumping? It's just your normal carrying capacity?
Me personally?
Just one enough game, because I can jump 25 miles now, so I'm wondering if I can just pick up the entire party and jump 25 miles.
Leverage is a thing.
And wind drag at that point.
Yeah. I mean, I would
Question
say
about-
that Nissa might be able to use crane stance to stand on you, but then you aren't really carrying them, and as you jump away, they probably would fall.
I'd have to jump with you. Just, but I don't know if I can. Wait, which power does that one? Which
Mountain crossing leap technique.
Oh yeah, I'd have to it'd take a bit to build up to that one.
Okay.
Let me
just
see.
be
Hold
that.
on. I was going to look at those athletics ones. Though. Give me a second. Let me look at these athletics ones. It's possible.
I mean, obviously, I had to take it. I'm
Well,
athletics man. I do
yeah.
athletics things.
Well, see, I've already got graceful crane stance, right? But the only one I could get to would be what, like the eagle wing,
would
where
need
I
to
just
take-
fly.
You would need to take 3 charms to get to mountain crossing leap technique. If
Right.
you wanted that one.
But
Or you
and
could,
I would need
or
3.
you could go down a whole different tree to get to eagle wing style, which lets you fly.
Yeah, I can just fly. I think that's but I would still need 3 either way, right? So either way, I'm still getting 3. So because I need Spiderfoot and Featherfoot to get Eagle Wing.
Yeah, Spiderfoot, Featherfoot.
Yeah, so so that's still going to be 3 either way. Then there's lightning speed. I could just follow on the ground.
So,
What is the
So,
speed that?
question about the crafting and artifact, because I have craftsman needs no tools, which allows me to dramatically speed up crafting speed. Can I use that for crafting artifacts?
I don't think so, but hold on.
Thoughts.
Travel without distance. I have a spell.
Oh wait, you do have a spell that can travel, right?
It works for
Well,
you.
Okay. Travel doesn't.
Isn't there one where you like pick up a windstorm of everybody in a group, or is that
Yes.
a next level?
There is one, but it's a first level. It's a terrestrial level spell, and I think it only lists me a dust devil type thing.
Yeah, I can jump at 300 miles per hour. Seems reasonable.
Oh, I should do that one.
Okay, I just have to do some figuring out if I can actually get to that, because the flying one just sounds great. I would love to fly. Just we'll just fly over and everything. It's perfect. Yeah, my struggle is I need 6 resistance charms, and that's expensive. And getting 4, 5 socialized charms. See, I'm getting very expensive with my charms because some of them I need a lot of. Let me double check some.
Yeah, about 12 charms, I think.
Yeah, I really wanted some linguistic ones, but I just don't know if I have the points for it.
And part of me wants to take Invincible Fury of the Dawn, but I think Iron Whirlwind is probably enough.
Okay, so I want that.
I think 6 attacks should probably be enough for any single turn.
No, craftsman needs no tools is for reducing things that take hours to build. These specifically take seasons.
Ooh.
Also, rare ingredients, exotic ingredients, so... I will say crafting an artifact is, except for maybe some a rating 1 thing to give to somebody, is probably outside of the scope.
Gunther, are you taking the gathering the congregation one or no?
I've taken it, yes.
Okay, I might hold off on it just because I feel like this is going to be tough for me to figure out the math on this one. But all right, that's fine. Cool. Thanks.
All good. All good. Are elementals good in this setting? There's a spell called Summon Elemental. But it says they will be angry at me. So are they good or?
I mean, I think
What do you mean by good?
Like, are they good creatures? So enslaving them is a bad act. Oh, sorry, summoning them is a bad act rather than enslaving.
It actually goes into that in the spell.
Oh, okay.
When you
I don't
summon
enslave.
demons are loyal. They will not spend willpower to break free. Elementals serve for less time, and they consider it kidnapping and enslaving them.
Nah, that's good. I'm alright. Infallible messenger.
A little mistreatment won't raise eyebrows, but callously burning out elemental servants for the sorcerer's purposes forces heaven to act.
Nah, that's good. I don't want to risk it. I'm okay.
Now, again, the scope of the remaining sessions is probably not long enough to matter, but it's also possibly making things more complicated than it needs to be.
Sure.
make things more complicated than they need to be. We would never do that.
Alright, so I'll get Infallible Messenger instead. Which will let me send a cherub to places. Cool. I think that's it. I think I'm out of XP. Okay. Can I attempt to cast a spell?
What, to try it out?
Yeah, just to try it out. How do I do that?
The first step is what spell?
I will cast Infallible Messenger to send a little cherub out to my friends to keep them updated with what I've been doing. Because I think at this point I would have left them to go and learn magic, or at least like learn sorcery, I should say.
Which circle spell is that?
That is the Terrestrial Circle Sorcery.
Okay. So, in order to cast Terrestrial Circle Sorcery, you spend 1 temporary willpower, plus the essence cost of the spell.
Okay. So that'll be 10. 10 maps.
And then you do a cast sorcery action. Alright, let's see here. Shape, Terrestrial Circle Sorcery, Speed 5, DV2. So on acting this, your speed would 5, your defense value drops. And then when you act next is when you actually cast it. And then the casting is... based on the spell, it looks like. It's up here. Ape, sorcery, general rule. You operate on combat time. You cannot use charms or combos, including reflexive. Cannot take voluntary reflective actions such as speech, move, or dash. Sorcery is inherently obvious. If distracted, you have to make a Wits plus Occult roll to keep your concentration. Essence spent on the spell is committed for the duration of the shaping. Looks like, as far as I can see, there's no roll for Infallible Messenger. You just spend the time and spend the essence.
Okay. So I'll do that and send a message to my companion, just kind of updating them on what's happening. All the spells that I'm learning, and telling them that I learned a new spell called Infallible Messenger, and this is what is contacting them.
Nice, nice. And then we will never be able to be alone again. Just be texting us at 3 in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, good heavens, no. Tough horn brow does not do that. Does not do simple things for no reason. All right, I think it's me. I think I am complete.
What healing ones did you pick up?
I got flawless diagnosis technique and instant treatment mythology, which is pretty good, I believe.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, sorry,
Sorry.
I'm just trying to find the actual charm.
Yeah, so most spells are simply dedicate the actions, commit the essence, and then when the minimum time spent comes around, it's cast. Certain
sweet.
spells might specifically call for a roll.
All right, sweet. That's all good. I think the only one that I would, because I got the death of the obsidian butterflies, so that would be useful.
Yeah, see that one, when you release the magic, you make a roll.
Sweet.
Summoning demon. There's no roll to cast, but there are rolls for the test of wills to bind it.
Okay, cool.
Things like invulnerable skin of bronze just happens when you cast it.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm very interested in becoming a. Sorry. Because my essence is now. Sorry. Yeah, because my essence is now 5. How do I increase my temporary? Like, what do I increase my essence motes?
Your personal motes are 5 times your essence plus your willpower. Which, did you change your willpower at all, or is that still 5?
Still. Willpower is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a 7 willpower.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you should have 22 motes of personal essence, and probably 51 of peripheral.
So 22 of personal.
Mhm.
And 51. How do you work out the peripheral one?
The peripheral is 7 times your essence plus your willpower, plus you add up all of your virtues together. Which by default you have like 9 dots in your virtues total.
Yeah, that hasn't changed. Okay, so that should be 9 plus. Oh my god.
9 plus 35 plus 7. It should be.
So 42.
Yeah, 42 plus 9, 51.
Oh, 51, sweet. Alright, cool. Huzzah!
Yeah.
And so that would increase to 35. Alright, sweet. Oh, good. Okay, that's pretty cool.
No, should be 36. 51.
Oh, yes. Correct. Sorry. I missed one there.
Yeah, minus your 15 committed.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you're committed. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very cool.
All right. I think I think that's me all set. I've got my character sheet updated with a bunch of random stuff. I'm missing like 2 dots from being maxed out at every night cast ability.
Sweet.
I am moving numbers around to see if I can fly. So it is tricky. Not only that, but I'd have to put my athletics all the way at 5 just to be able to get it 2. So that makes it trickier. So it's like, oh, I don't know.
Athletics
I
5, you will never regret Athletics 5. Athletics is so good.
I don't
maybe not, but the cost is there.
I don't fully understand this Excel sheet.
Oh, in the Excel sheet, the second column is the experience costs for everything. So I have the thing I'm buying, and then I have the experience cost, and then I have the training time, which for most of them, because they are cast abilities, is just 0. It's in days for that.
Okay.
Which, it's like less than half of the time used up, so I'm not really worried about that. And yeah, for all of these, for the Larceny 1 to 4, that's saying I have Larceny 1, I'm going to Larceny 4, so I'm just adding up the cost of going 2, 3, 4.
Didn't I say 240? Or did I say 280?
Oh no, you said 240. Okay, cool. I'll knock 40 off here somewhere. I probably don't need willpower 7.
So, is it more important to fly or to have a dexterity at 5?
I really do
instead of
not
4?
need that many levels of Ox Body.
Wait, how many levels of Ox Body did you get?
5.
What? You have enough points for that? I am struggling. I got points for
It
1.
was 32
okay?
XP, you know?
I got points for
Not
1.
that insane.
And I only got 2 extra charms out of my martial arts stuff. That's all I really needed. Going the opposite going the other way would have been
Not gonna
expensive.
be. Who needs manipulation?
Did you say who needs manipulation?
Yeah. I'm. To be clear, I'm leaving it at a 3, not increasing it to a 4.
Yeah, I am deciding whether or not to keep my dexterity at a 4, and that's the only way I can probably get the fly stuff. Dexterity of 5 is tempting because it affects so much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But flying is very convenient, isn't it?
And that also means my willpower is 6, and my motes go down by 1 each. That's fine. Alright, cool. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Were you going to boost up your willpower?
Yeah.
Just
Just a little.
I didn't even think about how much is the willpower boost?
It costs 2 per rating. So, going from 5 to 6 costs 10.
Oh, I already have 7, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah,
Hey,
I was
as long as you keep up a steady diet of 2 dice stunts, then who needs higher max willpower?
Yeah, I am boosting my essence, obviously, to 4, because that is a necessary thing. And one very expensive one. I am getting 6 resistance charms, which that takes a chunk. That takes a really big chunk. But they are all very important to me to survive, so I don't die.
It's incredible how much work you're putting in to not just put on some armor, but
I know, but to be fair, I can't put on armor with the martial arts skill I took. I cannot.
I mean, I think
So-
probably by the time you've got all those, you will probably have better soak than I will, but I will have paid 2 background dots, and you will have paid 6 charms.
No, that's including what I already have. Okay, keep that in mind.
God.
So, including, I'm sorry. Let's see. I already have which ones do I have? Let me see. Durability of oak. Oh no, I've only got 1. Okay, yeah. Because I got durability of oak resistance, so it'll be 7 total charms. To be fair, also my snake form also applies to my defenses too, so it's probably 7, 8, 9. I think it'll be 9 charms that apply to my defenses.
Also, I'm just checking against my feats of strength.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Oh, painful. I'm gonna keep Dex at 4 because you. So you were going to jump. What about the others? Are you carrying them? Is that the idea?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, how
many people can I carry?
You could jump, but I don't know, and I might be able to get flying, but I don't think the other 2 have anything with athletics related to travel.
Yeah, but well, I mean, this means if we end up in the situation where I'm sneaking inside the Imperial Library to like steal stuff, and then I get caught on the way out, then I can simply leap outside the city, and we can meet up later.
It's true, and I could just fly away. See, look. Yeah, we'll be we'll be the 2 that go in because then we can fly away. But I am picking up some really useful ones under presence. There are some very good ones under presence, and 2 specific ones. Where is they at?
Okay.
Hypnotic tongue technique. This charm exerts a natural mental influence to create a compulsion effect. I could basically tell them something to do something, and they have to follow my orders. And then authority radiating stance. The Solar assumes the mantle of authority. This charm is a form of unnatural mental influence. For the rest of the scene, each character who interacts personally with the Exalt has a lower MDV than the Exalt's presence suffers an unnatural illusion effect. He believes that the Exalt is someone with authority over him, recognizing his belief as an illusion costs 2 willpower. This charm, as a specific exception to the unusual rules for unnatural effects, does not cost limit to resist. That sounds good, right? Or is it just sounds better than it really is, sort of thing? I don't know how much willpower a normal person handling paperwork at a library would have.
It won't be much, right? It'll be less than 3. Because the average person is not at 3, right? I don't think.
But
I was actually looking at the section on mortal antagonists, just glancing through it, and common outlaws have 4 willpower. Regular troops have 6.
Right.
Yeah. I know they do, but what about a commoner, like a guy working in a library?
It's not going to have much. I don't
Farmers,
think.
townsmen, citizen slaves. Willpower 4.
Wow, they have way more than I thought they would.
I know, right?
But I think there's a question here, because I was like, would they question? I mean, wouldn't they have to question it to burn 2 willpower, or is this I feel like there's a bit of a weirdness here. It's supposed to be effective, but it's why would they burn 2 willpower? But I guess, yeah, I don't know. I feel then it's
which is the charm?
Powers become, huh?
What charm is it? And what page?
It's on page 204 or 206 of the PDF.
Authority radiating stance?
Yeah. It sounds really cool. I could walk up and look like an authority figure that might get us into the library. That's sort of my idea. But at the same time, if all it takes is 2 willpower and commoners have 4, it feels like it's a worthless charm.
I guess really the question is, how much willpower does the average person spend in their workday,
Well, and how much would they care to try to resist this charm, I guess, is the question, right? So, I think that's my question, because it feels like they could, obviously, and it's you know.
Um,
But would they have a reason to?
It's situational.
I
Like,
guess
say,
probably-
there is a group of 5 soldiers, right? And one of them really hates authority. If he had the willpower, he would probably spend it.
Okay. But, okay, say we walk into the library and we're just dealing with, like, people at the library desk checking
It's
IDs.
situational, and also it depends on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to act. It's all
Right.
situational.
Okay. So there has to be somewhat of a reason for them to burn they're not just going to do it to resist the charm, is what you're saying.
Not usually, no.
Okay. Because I feel like otherwise it's just kind of a worthless charm, right? Because if everybody can burn willpower to resist it, then why wouldn't they, right? So it feels like I guess that makes sense, right? Like basically whatever my story is, that sort of makes or breaks it in a sense.
I mean, now on the other hand, imagine somebody walked up to you and their presence is higher than your MDV, and they have authority over you.
Right.
As a player, are you just going, "Oh, I'm going to spend the willpower just because"?
Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, yeah. That makes sense. But even the average person, though, I also feel like there is a bit of a difference here, right? So the average person's MDV is what exactly? That's the other thing. Is it even worth it? Because obviously, this requires at least a 4, right? In presence. Now I can push it to 5, which is fine, but more of my question being, is the average person's MDV usually lower than 4 in the first place?
What is the calculation for MDV again?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Hold on. It's got to be like, is it? I'm not sure. Hold on. Where is it? That's up here.
Defense values 146, 148.
Okay. Joe, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to finish up. I just gotta.
Did you spend all of your XP?
I think so. Yes. You can just double check my.
I would
my
say, when you have a chance, come in and put page numbers, make notes of the charms and the spells.
Okay. Yeah, all good.
That way, if you need to look it up real quick, you can just see what page number is over there and then scan it that way.
Yeah, all good.
And we're just about done, I think.
I didn't realize it was almost midnight.
Sorry, I just gotta finish up because my foster child's getting a visit, so I have to be there for that, unfortunately.
Yeah,
No
go
worries.
do your thing.
Yeah, no worries.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much for this, and I'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Is next week good?
Could be. I don't know for sure. Hold on.
Okay, keep an eye on the chat then.
Yeah,
Next.
I'll probably be late next week.
Next week is Father's Day.
Oh, is it? Oh.
So I will post an update when I know for sure.
Sweet. All right, guys. Have a good week. I'll see you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
See you
Good
soon.
night.
Okay, where is the stupid MDV thing?
Wait, maybe it's in my walkthrough? DVs. Nope, that's dodge and parry.
Probably in the social combat section.
Or in the character creation summary.
Okay, I found it. 175 PDF. You have dodge and parry MDVs.
Yeah, that's the one we just looked at.
Oh, no, like MDVs, not DVs.
Right.
What are you looking for then?
That's what we're looking for, MDB.
Yeah,
Not dodge and
MDVs.
parry.
MDVs, page 175. Mental defense values.
Okay, here we. It talks about it, but where's the calculation for it?
That's right there. It's the willpower, integrity, pertinent specialty, essence.
Wait, willpower, integrity, and essence divided by 2, I imagine?
Yep. Or
Also,
the alternative is charisma or manipulation plus ability divided by 2, which I guess is it depends on the method of rhetoric.
I got 172 or 174 of the file.
Why is my page number seem to be off by 1 from yours consistently for some reason?
That's weird. Yeah. All right, let's see. Dodge MDV, so willpower, integrity, plus any specialty, plus essence rounded down, half of it. So an elite soldier willpower, integrity, essence. An elite soldier might have a 5.
okay. What about like commoners?
Regular troop. He might have a 4. Commoners, citizens, farmers, townsmen, citizens, slave. Like a 2?
Okay. So there's a reasonable chance I could get most soldiers, just probably not the high, even like soldiers to commoners, depending on what my presence is. But it's just interesting that it caps out at that your presence at 5, which means basically anything above a 5 you'll just never be able to work on, which I guess makes some sense, but it's still a very limiting power in that sense, or a charm, you know? Actually, anything,
hand,
a 5 or above, I'm sorry, because it has to be higher, so.
Now, this is a simple action, speed of 4 of long ticks. You can batter down their MDV.
Yep, multi-attack penalty applies to that defense as well.
Using what, though? I guess I'm just not sure what that means.
Social combat.
Flurry.
We didn't really do a lot of social combat, so I'm not quite sure what that means. Per se.
Oh, and also, also intimacy, virtue, and motivation on that same page. Mm-hmm. If it supports an existing intimacy, then you take a penalty to resist, -1 penalty to resist it. It's according with a dominant virtue, you take -2. And if it aligns with the character's motivation, it gets a -3.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, if your motivation is safeguard the empire or something like that, then you can appear to be in alignment with that. You can nuke their mental defense value into the ground.
I see. Okay. So basically, while there's a cap on it, there are ways to get around that cap if I can lower their DV before using this or during the usage of this.
Yeah, so attacking socially, it's generally the same as combat. Declare attacks. You select either charisma for honest persuasions or manipulation for guile and deception. And then investigation, interrogating a target, character, or unit. Performance, affecting everyone in range who observes it. Or presence, targeting a specific character or unit. The declaration should also indicate the desired effect of the attack so the defender knows how to respond. They then declare their defense, and then you do the attack roll, same as normal. The effect, in place of damage, the usual effect of the attacks occur at this stage. The effects, let's see. You may either consent to the attack performing the behavior described in the initial attack declaration, or refuse by reflexively paying 1 willpower point. If consenting to a social attack would violate a character's motivation, she must refuse. Characters who lack the willpower are required to pay for refusal costs accede to the behavior asked of them. So you can build or erode intimacy. You can compel behavior. Can break motivations.
Yeah, a few different ways to do it, but basically, like, yeah, willpower is like your health levels for social combat. So, you know, maybe if someone is really trying to resist you, then you can hit their willpower a few times, and then they won't be able to say no after that.
Mm.
Alright. Well, I think
Right,
I'm
let's
all set.
end the stream.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay.
And yeah, next Sunday maybe I will find out. Probably in the next couple days.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I'm mostly done. I just have to decide whether I want to fly or my dexterity to 5. Which one should it be? Should I have? That's such choices,
I
right?
do recommend though going through the character sheet and adding page numbers to all of any charms you got too.
Yeah, I have page numbers on the original one, so I will do that for the new ones too. So.
I need to do page numbers for social attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we're gonna, because this will, going out of that library will definitely be some social stuff that I get to play with.
Right, then I hope it was educational, if not fun, to do bookkeeping.
Yeah, it was interesting, and I'm glad you gave us a significant amount of points. I wasn't really sure where this was going, and I was just like, oh gosh, but I'm really happy with the amount of points.
No, like I said, today at work I was trying to figure out numbers, and I just did it's like a list of how many attributes, I may be raising 2 attributes from 1 to 2, right? Because some people had 1s in there, or a couple from 2 to 3, etc. And I just kind of added pools of points and then threw in a few more for miscellaneous stuff.
Yeah. No, my strength is still staying at a 2. It's fine. I don't need my strength. I do damage otherwise.